Okie dokie, boys and girls, it is day 2 of trying to overcome my injuries. And well, it's evening now, but this morning I already did my daily duty, which is, the bare minimum of running 5 kilometers and then also doing some light strength exercises. So I did 200 Hindu squats and 25 planche push-ups. I managed to finish those both in less than 10 minutes, so very happy with that. But the main thing at the moment is trying to find a habit, trying to find my groove. And finding your groove is important because once the ball is rolling, you have momentum, it's easier to keep going, and to keep going, that's the most important part. Consistency on the long term is what will get you results. That's the same when coming to normal training, but also when it comes to injuries. So at the moment, I'm trying to find this routine. That's why I'm doing these, little strength exercises in the morning as well now, just to find my groove, and whether I will be, will keep doing the same exercises in the future will really just be determined by if I can manage them every day, Of course, it has to be manageable. If you can't recover, then you're just going to get injured. But in order to find that set point where you can manage and you don't get injured, you have to keep doing it. So yeah, you just have to, I guess, fuck around and find out. So what I will do in the coming days is those 200 squats and those 25 push-ups, and I will just see how my body adapts. If nothing starts hurting, then I know that I can, keep up this pattern, right? But anyway, when it comes to today's actual workout, the bare minimum, the morning session, that's just that's natural. That's what I have to do. That's no questions asked. But on top of that, I'm always allowed to do a little bit extra. And today we have a push day. So for today's session, what I'm going to do is a bit of planche. And I do mean like actually a little bit of planche because I did 25 push-ups already in the saddle planche this morning. So I think one or two sets kind of heavy on the weighted planche. And then, we're going to do some push-ups as well, some endurance push-ups. Now, last time I did 5 sets of 70, but I did not feel like I was ready for more yet. So what I'm gonna do today is actually a bit of a setback session, or not a setback session, but and also not a recovery session, but just something different. So I've been doing like workouts of 5 sets in the push-ups, but those like each set is quite heavy for me. So what I'm gonna do today is in order to kind of spice things up a little bit or to manage my recovery better, I'm gonna reduce the amount of reps in one set, but increase the amount of reps. You'll see what I mean, but yeah, it's gonna be a little bit different just to get more volume, but at a lower intensity. If you get what I'm saying. So let's head outside. I think I'm gonna train outside because the sun is still shining and let's get started on the planche. Let's see what we can do. Alright, main goal, keeping the arms straight. That seems to be the most difficult thing for me, so let's see what happens. Alright, regardless of form, that's one of the strongest pressing sets I've done with 2 kilos on my feet recently, so whew, very happy. Alright, I really want to unlock 5 seconds to a press with 2 kilos. I am 99% sure I will fail, especially on the second set, but I'm going for the 1% chance, let's go. Better luck next time. Alright, so like I mentioned, I don't want to kill myself too much on the planche because, well, I have to do some daily planche push-ups, and tomorrow is no exception. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move on to well, some normal push-ups despite the last planche set being trash, atrocious, right? Disgusting. But that's something I'll fix next time. For now, I'm gonna do some push-ups, and like I said, I'm gonna do some more volume, a little bit more sets, which is to say 10 sets, but I'm gonna make the sets shorter. And the goal here is to have an intensity where I can focus a little bit more on the form. So on these push-ups, I call them Japanese push-ups because I learned them from a Japanese guy. But basically, you have your parallettes here. So you're grabbing like this, which is easy to activate the chest. It's a bit wider. You can go deep in the push-up, and it's an incline as well. And during these push-ups, I kind of retract my shoulders, so my hips will sag down. I don't really care about it, but when I say I want to focus on the form, I really just mean, going down properly and, well, extending, or at least almost extending my arms. If I can keep those two things correct, then I'm very happy. So let's go. 10 sets of 50, hopefully. Fuck. It already burns so much, but it's basically every time you do these endurance workouts, when you're at like 20-30%, it starts to burn immensely, but once you get used to it, you can just push through the burn. So let's just, I'm just gonna see how far I can go. 2 more sets. Let's try and keep the form as it is right now, or better. Alright. 10 sets completed. I have a sick pump right now. Okie dokie, so that's gonna be it for today's workout, and well, it's been a while since I have completed 500 push-ups in one workout. I forgot how tiring it feels. I also forgot how good the pump was. So, there's a good side to everything. But yeah, that's gonna be it. And well, I did some planche, I did some push-ups, some real strength focused work, and then some endurance work. When it comes to push in calisthenics, body weight exercises, I think planche is king because it will make you strong at everything. So, if you can do the planche, you will become stronger in general. You will become stronger in dips, handstand push-ups, normal push-ups, whatever you want to do, right? Even gym exercises. But even then, I like to add some endurance to it because it enables you to have a certain work capacity, which is just fun to have. Because at the moment, like at the times you're not using that work capacity, you just have so much energy to spend. It's conditioning, right? It makes you more fit in general. And of course, if you are focused on unlocking the planche or focused on becoming the world's strongest planche athlete, or you want to become the best endurance athlete, in those cases, if you want to specialize in something, of course, focus all of your energy onto that one thing, only in the planche or only in the push-ups. But, if you don't particularly care about unlocking a certain movement quickly, and you just want to become a little stronger and more fit in general, I think doing these general push workouts with a bit of a combination of both is very beneficial. So that's what I've been doing lately. But anyway, yeah, that's it for today's workout. Very happy with how it went. Now it's time to have some dinner and rest up and see if we can repeat it tomorrow. Well, not the push workout, but the bare minimum running and strength exercises. And then I think it will be a pull workout. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.